They say Seoul's underground belongs to 3 families. The Kims control the north. The Parks own the east. And Min Youngi? He rules everything else. Emma Chen is nobody in this city of 9 million people. Just another foreign exchange student trying to survive. She's 19, and she's been in Korea for exactly 4 months. She works nights at a convenience store in Itaewon to pay her rent. The store sits on a corner where 3 neighborhoods meet, which means she sees everything. Drug deals at 2 a.m. Businessmen buying secret phones. Girls in expensive heels stumbling home alone. She keeps her head down and her mouth shut. That's how you survive here when you're small, Chinese, and broke. Tonight starts normal. Rain hammering the windows. Empty aisles. Then the door chimes and her life changes forever. The man who walks in is bleeding. Not a little cut, actual blood soaking through his white shirt. He's tall, maybe late 20s, with black hair falling over his eyes. His suit probably costs more than Emma's entire year's tuition. He stumbles against the ramen shelf, knocking packets everywhere. His hand presses against his side where red blooms like a flower. Emma freezes behind the counter. Every instinct screams to hit the panic button under the register. But his eyes find hers and something stops her. They aren't cruel eyes. They're scared. Please, he says in Korean, then switches to English when he sees her face. Please don't call anyone. His accent is pure Seoul, educated and sharp. Emma knows she should call the police right then. Instead, she grabs the first aid kit from behind the counter. Her hands shake as she moves toward him. He slides down the shelf, leaving a red smear on the white paint. Up close, she can see he's beautiful in that dangerous way Korean actors are. Sharp jaw, perfect skin, lips pressed white with pain. You're insane, he mutters as she kneels beside him. I could be anyone. You're bleeding in my store, she says, opening the kit. Her Korean is terrible but functional. Shirt off. He actually laughs, then winces. Direct. I like that. He unbuttons his shirt with shaking fingers. The wound is a deep gash across his ribs, not a stab but like something sharp had caught him. Maybe a knife, maybe broken glass. Emma isn't a nurse but her mom had been. Before the cancer took her, she taught Emma basics. Clean wounds. Apply pressure. Don't panic. She pours antiseptic over the cut and he hisses between his teeth. Sorry, she whispers. It's okay, he says. I've had worse. That should be her second warning. Normal people don't rank their injuries. She works fast, hands steadier now. The store is empty but it won't stay that way. Seoul never really sleeps. What's your name? He asks as she wraps gauze around his torso. Emma. American. Chinese. Student visa. I'm Youngi. The name means nothing to her then. She finishes the bandage and sits back on her heels. You should go to a hospital, she tells him. Can't, Youngi says simply. He pulls his ruined shirt back on, not bothering with the buttons. They ask questions. So do I. Who cut you? He looks at her for a long moment. Then he smiles, and it's sad. You really don't know who I am. Should I? In this neighborhood? Yeah, probably. He stands up slowly, testing his weight. But I like that you don't. Everyone else sees the monster. You just see someone bleeding. Before Emma can respond, headlights sweep across the store windows. A black car pulls up outside. Youngi tenses immediately. Friends of yours? She asks. Definitely not. His hand goes to his waistband and comes back with a gun. Emma has never seen a real gun before. It looks smaller than in movies, black and ugly in his elegant hand. 3 men get out of the car. They wear suits too, cheaper ones, and they move like wolves. Back room, Yoongi orders. Now. This is my store. Emma. His voice is urgent. These men will kill you just for being here. Please. The door chimes. They're coming in. Emma makes a choice that will haunt her. She grabs Yoongi's hand and pulls him toward the storage room. They barely make it through the door before she hears voices. Angry Korean, too fast for her to follow. Yoongi locks the door and presses his finger to his lips. They stand in the dark among boxes of instant noodles. Emma's heart hammers so loud she's sure they'll hear it. Through the thin door, she hears them destroying her store. Glass breaking. Shelves crashing. They're looking for him. Yoongi's hand finds hers in the darkness. His palm is warm despite everything. I'm sorry, he breathes into her ear. This is my fault. The door handle rattles. Someone speaks in Korean, rough and aggressive. Break it down, another voice says. She understands that much. Yoongi raises his gun toward the door. His hand is steady even though hers shakes. Emma thinks about her dad back in Shanghai. About her little brother who wants to be like her. About dying at 19 in a convenience store in Seoul. Then she does something crazy. She unlocks the door and walks out. Hey, she shouts in English, then Korean. What are you doing? This is private property. The three men freeze. They hadn't expected a girl. Especially not a small Chinese girl yelling at them. The one in front is older, maybe 40, with scars on his knuckles. Where is he? He demands in Korean. Where is who? I'm alone. She gestures at the destroyed store. Look what you did. I'm calling police. She pulls out her phone with shaking hands. The scarred man moves fast. He grabs her wrist and twists until she drops the phone. Pain shoots up her arm. Little girl, he says in heavily accented English. Wrong place, wrong time. Tell us where Min Yoongi is and maybe you live. So that's who Yoongi is. Someone important enough to hunt. Someone dangerous enough they'd kill for. The man squeezes her wrist harder. She bites her lip to keep from crying out. Behind her, she hears the storage room door open quietly. I don't know any Yoongi, she lies. I just work here. Please let me go. The scarred man raises his other hand. She sees the slap coming but can't dodge. It never lands. Yoongi's gun presses against the man's temple. Don't you dare touch her, Yoongi says. His voice is different now. Cold as winter. The scarred man freezes. His two friends reach for their weapons. Hands where I can see them, Yoongi orders. Or I paint the wall with his brain. They obey. Everything happens fast after that. Yoongi keeps the gun steady against the scarred man's head while backing toward Emma. Emma, come here. She moves to his side on shaking legs. Up close, she can see he's sweating. The bandage under his shirt is already red again. He's bleeding badly but his hand never wavers. Tell your boss Park Jimin that Min Yoongi remembers, he says to the scarred man. Tell him this was a mistake. Yoongi SSI, the man says carefully. We were just following orders. You know how it is. I know you touched something that's mine. Yoongi's voice is deadly quiet. That's unforgivable. Something that's his. Emma is nobody to him. They met 15 minutes ago. But his arm wraps around her waist, pulling her closer. Walk backward with me, Yoongi whispers in English. Slowly. Don't run. They move toward the front door. The three men watch them with hungry eyes. They're predators and Emma and Yoongi are prey. Outside, the rain has gotten worse. Yoongi's black Mercedes is parked in the alley beside the store. You can drive, right? He asks. Yes, but, good. You're driving. He tosses her keys with his free hand, gun still trained on the men. Where are we going? Anywhere but here. They reach the car. Yoongi backs against the passenger door. His face has gone pale. The adrenaline is wearing off. Get in and start the engine. Emma fumbles with the keys. Her hands won't stop shaking. The Mercedes roars to life. Yoongi slides into the passenger seat, gun still pointed at the store. Drive. Now. Emma hits the gas. They peel out of the alley as gunshots crack behind them. The rear window explodes in a shower of glass. She screams and swerves, nearly hitting a parked taxi. Stay calm. Yoongi shouts. Take the next left. She's never driven in Seoul before. The streets are a maze of neon and rain. Cars honk as she runs a red light. Behind them, headlights appear. They're following. Faster, Emma. Yoongi twists in his seat and fires 3 shots back. The headlights swerve but keep coming. Her foot slams the accelerator. The Mercedes shoots forward, engine screaming. They fly past the Han River, lights reflecting off black water. There's an underground parking garage 2 blocks ahead, Yoongi says through gritted teeth. Take the entrance fast and kill the lights. She sees it. A dark mouth leading down. She yanks the wheel right and they plunge into darkness. She kills the headlights and engine. They coast down the ramp in silence. Behind them, the pursuer's car flies past on the street above. They've lost them. For now. Emma sits in the driver's seat, hands locked on the wheel, breathing hard. Yoongi slumps against the door. You okay? He asks. Her. She almost laughs. Am I okay? You're the one bleeding everywhere. I've had worse, he says again. But his voice is weak now. She turns on the interior light. His bandage has soaked through completely. Blood drips onto the leather seat. Hospital. Now. No hospitals, he says. They'll find me. You'll die. Not today. He pulls out his phone with shaking hands and dials. Speaks rapid Korean to whoever answers. Then he looks at her. My people will meet us. 10 minutes. Can you hold on that long? Can you? He smiles weakly. Worried about me? You just made me an accessory to, whatever this is. Her voice cracks. Those men know my face. They know where I work. Yoongi's expression softens. I know. I'm sorry. I'll fix it. How? I'm Min Yoongi. I fix everything. There's that name again. Like it should mean something. Who are you really? She asks. He looks at her with those dark, tired eyes. The monster everyone's afraid of. 7 minutes later, 2 black SUVs pull into the garage. Men in suits pour out, surrounding their car. One opens Yoongi's door and helps him out. He's a huge guy, built like a wall, with a gentle face. Boss, you're hurt bad, he says in Korean. I'm fine, Namjoon, Yoongi replies. Take care of the girl first. Namjoon looks at Emma like she's a strange animal. The girl? She saved my life. Twice. Yoongi sways on his feet. Get her somewhere safe. Pay her. Protect her. That's an order. He collapses before anyone can catch him. The big man, Namjoon, catches Yoongi before he hits the ground. Another man rushes forward with a medical kit. They work on him right there in the parking garage, efficient and practiced. Emma stands frozen by the car. What has she done? A woman in an expensive black suit approaches her. She's maybe 30, beautiful and cold. Emma Chen, she says in perfect English. Come with me. How do you know my name? We know everything about you now. She gestures to one of the SUVs. Boss's orders. We protect you. I don't need protection. I just want to go home. The woman's eyes are pitying. Your home isn't safe anymore. The Park family knows you helped Min Youngi. They'll come for you. Emma's stomach drops. But I didn't do anything. I just bandaged his cut. You chose a side, she says simply. In our world, that's everything. Now please, get in the car before they find us. The SUV is pure luxury inside. Leather seats, tinted windows, and the faint smell of expensive cologne. The woman sits across from Emma. I'm Seoul, she says. I handle Youngi's security. Or I'm supposed to. She sounds bitter. Tonight was my failure. What happened to him? Seoul studies her carefully. You really don't know who he is? I've been here 4 months. I go to class and work. That's it. She pulls out a tablet and shows Emma a photo. Youngi in a perfect suit, standing in front of a building with Korean text. He looks colder in the picture. Harder. Min Youngi. Age 28. CEO of Min Enterprises, which owns half the real estate in Seoul. She swipes to another photo. Also head of the Min family. One of the 3 families that control Seoul's underground. Emma's mouth goes dry. Underground. You mean? Organized crime. Yes. Seoul swipes through more photos. Youngi shaking hands with politicians. Youngi at charity galas. Youngi in what looks like a warehouse, surrounded by armed men. He took over from his father 5 years ago. Youngest family head in history. He's brilliant, ruthless when necessary, and usually untouchable. Then how did he end up bleeding in my store? Seoul's jaw tightens. Betrayal. Someone in our organization told the Park family where he'd be tonight. They set a trap. Youngi barely escaped. The SUV pulls up to a high-rise building in Gangnam. All glass and steel, touching the clouds. This is one of his properties, Seoul says. Top floor is secure. You'll stay here until we handle the situation. The penthouse is bigger than Emma's entire apartment building. Floor-to-ceiling windows show Seoul glittering below. Everything is sleek and modern. Black leather, chrome, abstract art that probably costs millions. A man is waiting inside. Older, maybe 50, with kind eyes behind wire-rimmed glasses. Miss Chen, he says in English. I'm Dr. Kong. I treated Mr. Min. He's resting now, but he asked about you. Is he okay? He'll survive. He's tougher than he looks. The doctor smiles. He said you did excellent first aid. Probably saved his life. Emma's knees feel weak suddenly. Everything crashes over her at once. The blood. The guns. The chase. She sinks onto the leather couch. I just wanted to help, she whispers. I didn't know this would happen. Dr. Kong sits beside her. You seem like a good person, Emma. That's rare in Youngi's world. Most people only help him because they fear him or want something from him. I don't want anything. I just want to go back to my normal life. The doctor's smile is sad. I'm afraid that's not possible now. The Park family doesn't forget. They'll see you as Youngi's weakness. But I'm nobody to him. You saved his life. In our world, that creates a debt. A bond. The doctor stands up. Get some rest. Tomorrow Youngi will want to see you. After he leaves, Emma walks to the windows. Seoul stretches forever, millions of lights in the darkness. Somewhere out there, people are hunting her. She's 19, broke, and completely alone in a foreign country. Emma wakes up to sunlight streaming through unfamiliar windows. For a moment, she forgets where she is. Then it all comes back. The blood. The guns. Young-yi. She sits up fast. She's in a huge bedroom, still wearing yesterday's clothes. Someone has left fresh clothes on a chair. Designer brands she recognizes from store windows she'd never enter. A knock on the door makes her jump. "Come in," she calls. Saori enters with a tray. Coffee and Korean breakfast. "How are you feeling?" "Confused. Scared. Angry." Emma takes the coffee gratefully. "Where's Young-yi?" "Resting. The doctor says he needs another day." She sets the tray down. "Emma, we need to discuss your situation." "What situation?" "The Park family knows you helped Young-yi. They've already been to your apartment and your university." Emma's coffee cup freezes halfway to her lips. "What do you mean they've been to my apartment?" "They questioned your neighbors. They know your class schedule." Saori's face is serious. "If you go back to your normal life, they'll take you. Use you against Young-yi." "But I told you, I'm nobody to him." "You are now," a voice says from the doorway. Young-yi stands there in black silk pajamas, one hand pressed to his bandaged ribs. He looks pale but steady. "Boss, you shouldn't be up," Saori protests. "I'm fine." He walks into the room slowly. "Leave us, Saori." She bows and leaves. Young-yi sits in the chair across from Emma. Up close, in daylight, he's even more beautiful. Dark eyes that see everything. Sharp features that belong on magazine covers. "Thank you," he says quietly. "For last night. You saved my life." "You already thanked me." "With bullets and car chases." Emma sets down her coffee. "I want to go home." "I know. But it's not safe." "Then make it safe. You're supposed to be powerful, right?" Young-yi smiles slightly. "Direct again. I really do like that about you." He leans forward, wincing. "The Park family declared war last night. Open war. They won't stop until they've destroyed me or I've destroyed them." "What does that have to do with me?" "Everything." His eyes hold hers. "They saw you with me. They know you helped me. In their minds, you're mine now. My weakness. They'll hurt you to hurt me. So I'm bait." "No." His voice is firm. "You're under my protection. No one touches you. Ever." The intensity in his words makes her breath catch. "I have a proposal," Young-yi says. "Stay here. Work for me. I'll pay you 10 times what the convenience store paid. I'll protect you and make sure the Parks never touch you." "Work for you doing what?" "Honestly?" He smiles. "Just being yourself. You don't see me as a monster. Everyone else does. Even my own people fear me. But you just saw someone bleeding and helped. I need that. Someone real." Emma knows she should say no. Should demand he fix this mess and send her home. But she thinks about her destroyed store. Her compromised apartment. The men with guns who know her face. "What happens when this war ends?" she asks. "Then you're free to go. With enough money to finish your degree anywhere in the world." He extends his hand. "Deal?" She looks at his hand. This is insane. But what choice does she have? Emma takes his hand. His grip is warm and firm. "Deal." Something flickers in Young-yi's eyes. Relief? Happiness? It vanishes quickly. "Good. Saori will help you get settled. Anything you need, just ask." He stands up carefully. "And Emma? Thank you. For not being afraid of me." "Who says I'm not afraid?" He pauses at the door. "You are. I can see it. But you help me anyway. That's bravery. After he leaves, Emma sits alone in the expensive penthouse. Outside, Seoul wakes up to another day. Somewhere below, people go to normal jobs, live normal lives. She's been here 4 months and thought she understood this city. She understands nothing. Emma Chen is a 19-year-old nobody, and she's just made a deal with the devil. The scariest part? She's not sure she regrets it. Sometimes the greatest pain in our lives becomes the strongest force. That pushes us to live with deeper meaning. If this story touched your heart, please tap the like button and share this video with the people you love. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next moving story. How did this story make you feel and what did it remind you of in your own life? Please leave a comment below. We truly want to hear what comes from the deepest part of your heart. Wishing everyone watching this video good health, a joyful life, and peace in every single day. Goodbye and see you again in the next